Alright. Yep, we should be live here. I just have to bench real quick. Okay. Yep, they're gonna peacock it, but just let me press bench and then I'll go ball cam. Of course, the teams are just getting set up. And welcome to the stream if you're just starting to watch now. Slash ball cam. And there we go. We have the New York Jets versus the New England Patriots on RBSN right here in the JFL League. I believe it's week 2. I did check. I think one team is 0-1. The other is 0-0, so I'm not sure what week it is, but yeah. I'll find out later while it's on the peacock. But in the meantime, let me just send the stream to my friend, and then we can hopefully get going here. Of course, let me check the volume real quick. Not sure what week it is, but yeah. Volume's good. Also, let me just put the volume up a little bit. Alright, yep, that should be fine. Yeah, I just wanted to add a little bit of flair, if you know what I'm saying, with the game volume. I'm just trying it out. We'll see how it is. We'll see. Okay, let me send it to my friend. Here we go. Here you go. So he'll probably post that. I'm gonna try to post it in the league right now, but we might be getting started here actually. The peacock is running out. They're probably gonna reset it, but we'll see. Let me see the stream permissions. Streams. Oh, I can message it. Oh, I got timed out. Nice. Yeah, I got timed out for posting my stream. Unfortunate. I'll send it to the owner real quick. If the game is starting right now, I believe. No, they're gonna play it. Okay. Let me just send it to the owner really quick, and then we can get going with the commentating, of course. Here is I have to message. Here is game stream. Anyways, Numbus Toxic, the QB is gonna run it. They're gonna new play it again for some odd reason. I'm not sure what they're doing here. Here's, oh my gosh, that's embarrassing. So here's game stream. For JFL. Gonna try to get a couple viewers in here, obviously. In the meantime, game is officially gonna start right here. No rusher for the New England Patriots. Just gonna take it out and instantly throw an interception. Ball immediately goes to the Patriots. Alright. Should be posting RBSN. All that good stuff, so yeah. If you're watching right now, any questions, throw them in the chat. Be happy to answer them. Alright. So let me just test something real quick. 1 second, sorry for the... Alright, yep. I was just testing the game volume on my voice, but I think it's okay here. Yep, it should be. Anyways, Patriots take it for a 26-yard gain. It's a good run by the QB right there, setting the tone. They don't have a rusher despite having more players, which is a pretty interesting strategy, but we'll see how that goes for them. They are going to get a double rush going now. Of course, looking fairly effective. Little overthrown, wide receiver will miss that. We move to 2nd and 15. And I believe the QB is XHA. I haven't seen him QB before, so see how he does here. Obviously, took a run, threw an incompletion thus far. To throw that one, that's picked off. And we have 2 very quick interceptions here. Oh, what's up, Slatify, or whatever your name is now. I thought it was Slatify. But I think you changed it. But anyways, hello. What's going on? And thank you for posting it. I appreciate that, of course. Anyways, New York Jets going to take this one right up the middle. It's caught by Bluff. A little mag right there. If he gets blocks, he's going to score. And he is going to bring that home for a touchdown. Jets are on the board, 6-0. In the middle of the first quarter. Not quite the middle, but 3:30 left on the clock. That was a pretty interesting catch. Obviously no swat from the DEs there. Gotta wonder, I mean, could they have swatted that? Personally, I say yes, but who knows. And we'll see if they get the extra point here. Just gonna test something really quick. They do. Yep. If you noticed, the score didn't disappear. It went straight to the 7. That is what I was testing, if you were wondering. Anyways. XHA, after throwing that pickoff, is going to go for a new route here, I would assume. Obviously, a little overthrown his last pass. He's going to get the check down, and that'll be good for 22 yards. Yeah. Obviously, no far throws for him thus far, but we're going to see what he goes with here. So he rolls to the left. Ball is up, slightly over. Oh, it was a pretty competitive throw, just couldn't quite get up enough for the wide receiver. He's going to roll left, rusher right on him. Throws the check to Robaldo for 9 yards. And it's going to be a 3rd and 6 play. Pretty key one right here. They've got to connect on this. Just threw a pickoff for a returning touchdown. They're going to get the first down with a 9-yard gain. Good run right there. And we move to a new 1st and 15 for the Patriots. I believe the Patriots were the ones that were 0-1. The Jets are 0-0. So obviously they have something to prove this season. It's going to be a catch. It's good for 16 yards as they approach the red zone. You know, they could really use a touchdown here just for momentum purposes alone. Of course, we'll see if they can get it. A little overthrown. It's becoming a common thing for this team. Slightly overthrown balls. If they can get those down, then those are going to turn into touchdowns really quickly. But we'll see what he goes with here. Barely avoids the sack. He's going to take it for a run. Mixing around, it's good for 9 yards. Very good job right there to avoid the rushers. And the DEs have got to probably close in a little better there. But they didn't, unfortunately. I mean, they'll have to get better in the future if they want to really lock up this New England team, because that would have been a key moment. Another blunder by the rushers. He's not going to get the first, but gets it very close. 4th and inches. And this is going to be a pretty big moment in the game so far, as the first quarter drains down. 1:30 on the clock. And once again, they just give him the touchdown. He is able to easily run that in. It's a 7-6 ball game. Yeah, I mean, he has just been running this whole drive, of course. A couple throw for short yards, but that was mostly running. I mean, the DEs have got to step it up. And that is going to be no good. They don't get the extra point on the PAT. And let me know how the game volume is. I could turn it up, could turn it down. I'm not quite sure. I mean, obviously there's no viewers in here right now, but yeah. Maybe if somebody's watching it back, leave a comment. Let me know how it is. Anyways, the Jets are going to get going here on their 3rd drive of the game. They threw an interception the first one, got a touchdown. It's their 3rd drive. He's going to look on that middle option. It'll connect. Another catch for Bluff, this time for 49. And they are quickly down the field. I believe that's the longest completion in the game so far, so it's not bad. And I think they're going to, they're going to bench one of their players and put a new guy on. Maybe trying to swing that momentum a little bit. And here we go. New play it again. Alright. And gonna get ready here. Clock still winding down. They want to fix the clock, but looking like a lost cause at this point. I don't think they really care. But he's going to hike it here regardless. No blockers on that one rusher. And he's going to roll back to the left. A rusher or an O-line coming in late. Can't quite get the block, but he's going to get the throwaway. Little overthrown. Can't get that back in bounds. Obviously, we just saw the New England Patriots start to rush the QB. I don't know if they already were. Maybe not. But regardless, they get some LS. Good for 9 yards. Or rather 11 yards, not 9 yards. Alright. And they're going to get back to work here on the 3rd and 4. Another play where, you know, you've got to find a way to connect. I don't think they can run because I think are they forcing? Or are they getting forced on? They just have the same amount of players. Patriots calling too many men, so clearly they're doing the forcing. They don't have 8 right now. I'm not sure what the Patriots are complaining about. Right now they have 7 during the play. I'm not quite sure, but he's going to look at an option. He can't run, which is interesting. And he dives out of bounds. That's a tough one to swallow. Also, I'm going to get rid of the tab and the chat right here for a better view. But yeah, he almost had that interception. Couldn't quite keep it in bounds. I don't think he had to dive. That's going to be a set play for a touchdown by the Jets. And they're going to lead in this game 13. Oops. No, wrong one. Yeah, that's my bad. 13-6. And we'll see if they can hit the PAT. They did first one. They will again. No doubter right there, right down the middle. 934. And yeah, I'm still working on a little touchdown thing, but I'll hopefully have that done soon. But anyways, New England Patriots gonna see if they can try to get this game reeled back in. Only down by 1 touchdown, of course, but you never know. Then they can also run, as he's done this entire game. He's been running. That's a 25-yard game on that one. Looking like Lamar Jackson in his prime right now. XHA, their QB. He has a blocker. I mean, I feel like the Jets have maybe got to try a double rush here. That's a great throw for 47 yards. So he threads the needle right between those DBs. I wouldn't be surprised if they ran it in right here. Looks like the Jets are defending a little better against it. Regardless, it's a touchdown for the Patriots. And now they have 12 points. We'll see if they go for 2 here. They could potentially try to tie this up, and they will. Obviously, their first PAT was missed, so they have the option. And he is going to get in. It's a tie ball game. 14 apiece. And we're right back even. I believe who received? I forgot. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know who received the ball. Because they both threw interceptions to start off their drives. So I'm not sure. That'll be a loss of 3. Regardless, not a bad run out of the end zone. And the Jets going to get going here again. Of course, run a little trick play right there. Baits that rusher in, goes to that wide receiver. And that's good for 16 yards, I believe it was. They have a blocker there just in case, but New England not deciding to rush anybody. That's overthrown. He was wide open. QB just puts it over. And we're going to move to 2nd and 15. Obviously relaying his options right here. Goes for that same wide receiver this time, and he gets knocked out of bounds. He needs to hit the weight room there. Just gets slammed out of bounds, WWE style. And now he's got to find a new option. Can't run, like I've said. Can't reiterate that enough. He cannot run. He has a wide receiver wide open up the middle. It's going to be caught. And he won't get in the end zone, but gets 54 yards out of it. Not too bad right there, and they are in the red zone. We'll see what he goes with. Still has that blocker. New England not deciding to rush, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Jets. And they are now leading 20-14. with a chance at the PAT here. Zay is retired the touchdown. And 2 for 2 on the day. We'll see if he can make it 3 for 3. And he will. This game is 21-14 now. In the second quarter with 3:07 on the clock. Alright. New England gonna try to respond. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw another run. We will. I don't think there's fumble chance because he would have definitely fumbled by now. But regardless, a gain of 9. And he is abusing this one-man rush. I mean, it is getting, yeah, absolutely abused. They've got to try to rush too, maybe. I mean, he's kind of forcing them to do so. He's just continuously running. And the Jets can't do anything about it. They still haven't rushed too. He's going to bait the run. Tries to open up wide receiver. Goes for that middle option. It'll be slightly overthrown. I'm not sure if that was maggable. Anyways, move to second 15, but you don't even have to be worried if you're this Patriots QB because you know you have a blocker. You can just run for a first down if you need to. You don't even really have to throw it. You can just run. Gets a block, and that's another first. This time for 18. Yeah, I mean, the Jets have got to figure something out because they are getting agonized by these runs. I mean, it's been most of the Patriots offense just running the ball. We'll see if they can strategize maybe at halftime to put a stop to that. He's going to go for the long option, barely overthrown. And that is going to have us move to second 15 here. Yeah, they're still going one rusher with a blocker. Patriots blocker doing them volumes in this game. He has been holding that rusher. That's a gain of 20 on the short pass. A common trend with this Patriots team is going for those long passes and not quite hitting them, but if those start falling in, I don't see their offense being stopped this game by the Jets. Regardless, he's going to relay his options. Looking at it, he's going to run again, this time for 4. And you've got to wonder, I mean, halftime's coming up. Are the Jets going to find a way to stop it? Sources say no, because it doesn't look like they're going to do anything about it. Goes with that not so much LS, but walk up the middle. 11 yards, we have 3rd and inches, which I'm sure they'll run it through. Quite sure. Not too many doubts in my mind of that one. But regardless, we have 3rd and inches. And we're going to see what XHS decides to do here. Goes for a fade. That's going to be caught. He gets the toe tap on that. We have a 20-21 game. And what a play right there. Fade goes in, goes out, and still gets the mag with the toe tap on top of that. I mean, that is a beautiful pass and catch. Needed both on that one. And they're going to go for the PAT. It is good. Tie game once again. Deadlocked at 21 here. We have a good one brewing up, folks. So I'd stay tuned in. Obviously, we have 4 viewers here. If you're new to the stream, make sure to like and subscribe. It goes appreciated. All right. Jets are going to take a P-clock timeout. We're going to see what they're going with. I believe they called it an angle. Let me see. I believe they're debating if it was an angled catch or not. Obviously, that's not allowed in leagues, so we're going to see what happens here. I'm not quite sure what they can do about it. Just move around the character a little bit so we don't get disconnected. And they're going to make a ticket, but we'll play on here despite that. And what I'm seeing, the P-clock is at 8. No, he said don't hang. And sadly, we're going to have a slight P-clock delay here while they make their ticket. Maybe not, actually. I mean, looks like we are going to get started, and we will. The Jets, QB, not really pressured here. Take his time. He finds a wide receiver up the middle. Not quite. Obviously, a little overthrown on that one, but You know, very close. Good attempt. And a good find by the QB. I mean, yeah, he has all the time in the world, and people are burning. A little over, no dive by the wide receiver, but I'm not sure he could have gotten that anyways. And 38 seconds left to the half. You have to wonder, are they going to maybe try to milk this out so the Patriots don't have a chance to maybe do a bomb and potentially get a touchdown? Wouldn't be surprised if we went deep here. He's just going to go for the check down. Probably a smart option. Two CB's missed the tackle. That's good for 46 yards. And there's 19 on the clock. That's going to start ticking, I believe. No, it's not. He was out of bounds, so yeah, that's why. But anyways, gonna see what he goes with here. Short option. That's a touchdown. And the Jets gain back the lead. 27-21 game. Obviously a little slant route right there. CB couldn't quite get the tackle. And they might find themselves up a touchdown here heading into the half. Gonna go for the PAT. 3 for 3 on the day. Will he make it 4? He will. And it's a full 7-point lead for the Jets right here. Patriots have a little chance to respond. I mean, they're gonna peacock it, but apparently they want a ticket for that angle, a supposed angle right there. I'm not sure. I don't really have much of an opinion on it because I'm not too familiar with angling, but yeah. See what they go with here, or if they'll get this started up again. Alright. Move that real quick. While we're in this little timeout. And it would probably be best if they just played out the half, because there's only 12 seconds left, but regardless, they're gonna do the ticket. I'll keep the chat open here. Both teams saying it doesn't matter, but I mean, so okay, apparently it was called an angle by the commissioners. So yeah, I guess their touchdown might be removed. One Patriot touchdown could be, yeah, that touchdown's gonna just be removed off the board. And they're now down by 2 touchdowns instead of just 1. And they go for a little bullet pass right there. I mean, they've got to go deep here. You've got to make up 2 touchdowns now rather than 1, which is not ideal. Yep, they're going to go straight for the bomb. I would assume going to let his wide receiver get up in there, and then he's going to bomb it. Alright. He's going for a little corner action, and it is out of bounds. That's going to be the half. And we move into the halftime. 50 seconds at the clock. Alright. And here we go. We're going to get going here instantly. Right back into the third quarter. And obviously, I still see a couple of people. Any questions, throw them down in the chat. Be happy to answer them. And they're still complaining about that angle. But he's going to hike it regardless. And he's going to run. Once again. This time for 14 yards. If they had the score back, I will too. But as of now, in the game, as it stands, it's 20-14. But it could be 21. Not quite sure. We'll see what they have to say about it. But the Patriots ball right here. That's going to be good for 5 yards. XHA continuing to just constantly run and abuse the fact that they don't have a rusher. Which you can't blame him for. I mean, he has a blocker. And it's pretty free. So you can't really blame the guy. But yeah, he's going to try to find the wide receiver. He does. That's going to be 22 yards. They're playing the short game right here. A lot of short games, which is probably a smart option. I mean, you can't really let up an interception here. They're going to peak lock it again. And they just hike it regardless. He's going to be forced to run again. 1D misses. Numbus Toxic gets the tackle at for 6 yards. We move to 2nd and 9. And they keep trying to peak lock it, but I'm not sure. Not sure what they're exactly what they're still arguing about here. Because it's pretty set in stone, I thought, that they'd lost the touchdown. Spike it? Alright. They're going to be forced to spike the ball. Off of the wide receiver. Down for an incomplete. Now they're going to peak lock it. They're going to re-add the time lost. But, yeah. I mean, they're still arguing about it, but I thought it was already decided. I guess not. I'm going to go at 9 o'clock regardless of whether this is finished or not, but yeah, I mean, I guess we'll see. I feel like there's always one of these issues where one team thinks it's an angle and they have to make a ticket, but of course, I'm not sure. You can rewind the stream and watch if you care that much, but yeah, I don't know. From my perspective, I'm not sure. Alright. And yeah, I mean, I might just wait until they take it back. Or get back, or rather get back in the action. Yeah, I'm gonna wait until they get back into this, but I mean, yeah. Anyways, I'll be back when the game starts again. For now, we'll just see. Alright. Looks like we're gonna get back going here. Sorry for the sound in the back right there. For that quick second. Oh, good move right there. Patriots are right back in this game. Obviously, they get that touchdown right there. And they're going to go for the PAT. If it connects, it'll be a one-score game once again. So they got that other one removed. And it will be good. We have a 7-point game on our hands already. And he's trying to score them 28. I guess they did get the touchdown back then. If they're going to be scored 28 here, it looks like they had a successful challenge. Also, I'm going to knock the volume down by 1. Because obviously that was just a little bit loud in my opinion. I watched it back, realized maybe it was a little too loud for my own good. Not sure. But anyways, they're gonna get the points back. We'll just have to see how they go about doing it. It's not gonna give them. Yeah, they might just have to let them score. Because the commands don't seem to be working here. But regardless, we're gonna get going again. I think it's supposed to be a tie game. It's supposed to be, but like I said, I'm just gonna go with the in-game scoreboard. Currently, that's gonna be picked off by the New England Patriots, and that is a turnover on their own 20. So if they can take advantage of this, that's gonna be pretty key for the game. And I might not be able to finish this game, especially if there's another stoppage. But yeah, because I'll stream for another like 15, and they're gonna get the points back. Let me update that real quick. After this quick drive, we'll see. He's probably gonna run again. Maybe not. Looks like he's thinking about throwing. Gonna go right up the middle. That's a good option right there. That's gonna be good for. It's gonna be good for 53 yards. He gets through all of those defenders, no problem. And obviously their score was just recently updated in game to 28, as apparently the angle points do count. Of course, I don't know if it was an angle personally, but it is going to count. He gets 6 yards out of that. Patriots once again touching this red zone. We'll see if they can connect. They've been very sharp in the end zone / red zone thus far. We'll see if they can once again connect. That's also highly due to how they can run with one rusher and a blocker. Which obviously really helps because they can just run for touchdowns, which is pretty interesting because the Jets can't. So yeah, I don't know. He's gonna go for that. It's gonna be slightly overthrown, incomplete. And I'm assuming every viewer left, which is unfortunate. But we go on anyways. We keep moving forwards. That same angle play, both are gonna miss. Not intercepted or scored for a touchdown. And that is not gonna be complete. Anyways, gonna see what they can do here. Because it's gonna be 3rd and goal. Push for a slant. Gain of 3. They move to the 4th down. They need to convert this one. Even if they don't, the Jets are going to be not so much of a great spot, but see what the Patriots can do here. He's going to take his time, really run down that clock. Takes the ball. Looking for his options. They're rushing too. Up the middle, it's going to be caught for a touchdown. And the Patriots are back on the board. 34-28. And we'll see if, of course, they can get the extra point here. Good catch by Stray right there, right up the middle. And once again, they're going to go for the extra point. It will be good. And we have a 35-28 game in favor of the Patriots now, who are just recently losing but got their points back. Not sure. I don't really have an opinion on it, like I've said many times, but we'll see what the committee has to say after the game to determine how that's going to be played out, if that makes sense. So they're going to take a look and readjust where need be. Not being rushed, he has all the time in the world. Also has a burn on that left side. Doesn't go for it, instead goes up the middle. That's going to be complete for 28 yards. And we head to the fourth quarter here. It's been a fun one so far, in some capacity. But regardless, we keep going. We're now in the fourth quarter. Very tight game right there, obviously. Being defined by that one supposed angling touchdown. He's going to relay his options. Potentially looking short here. And he is still looking. Taking his sweet time with this one. Finds the middle. It's picked off. There's a Patriots interception for a touchback. Pretty key interception there. That one is going to be slightly underthrown. Maybe not the best option at this point in the game. And if the Patriots can convert here, they're going to find themselves up by 2 touchdowns. And once again, XHA going to be able to take his time and have the run option. Goes for a deep throw. We haven't seen one of these connect for him in a good bit. Very good throw, probably on the wide receiver. That was a good throw. I will admit, that was a very close play. Potentially on that wide receiver. But anyways, we're on 2nd 15. Cuts a little close with that CB. It's good for 20. And we keep moving past this 4-minute mark. See, it's currently going down past that 4 minutes. And he's going to fake the run. Rolls back. And it's underthrown. That's going to be picked off. And the ball goes back the Jets' way. Obviously, they needed that one. Just lost that ball on their drive, and Yogo comes up with an interception. And Jets going to have this ball with 3:50 left on the clock. Obviously, we're not at the point where the clock is as important as it could be. That's barely going to make it. Wide receiver has to dive. Regardless, we'll still get 25 yards. The Jets are just trying to tie this up. You know, they're trying to get this game even and they'll make the Patriots do something. Put the ball in their hands, but they've got to score first to do that. And we'll see what he goes with. Rolling around in the pocket right now. Goes for the slant. And it'll be good for 17. And we're almost past that 3-minute mark. As time is flying by in this game for sure. Both teams are trying to get that upper hand. Another slant. They'll be down for 16. They remain on a 1st down. This time deep into that red zone. The Jets have also been very good in this red zone. Not too many mistakes thus far with them in close quarters. Obviously that goes for both teams. I would assume some sort of communication play right there doesn't work. So the wide receiver just didn't jump. And he's going to take this one. Rolls left. Relaying the options on that roll. And that's going to be caught for a touchdown. And the Jets find themselves down by a point. Of course, they'll likely go for the PAT here. Which they will. If they make this, it'll be a tie game with 2:46 on the clock. It will be good. Just barely gets in there. Obviously, game helping him out a little bit. In my opinion, that was pretty close. But anyways, we have a tie game here. 2:40 left. And Patriots gonna see what they can do in this situation. Taking their time with the peak lock, and they're gonna peak lock it again. And I'm not sure why. Yeah, I don't know. They just peak locked it for no reason, really. I mean, I'm not sure what they're doing, but this. Okay, one of their players is joining. Believe he's here, and we're gonna get going. If that extra player on the field is him, of course. And we shall see. They do. Alright. I believe the Patriots are now forcing, so they can't run anymore. So I think that dynamic is switched with the running. You know, right up the middle, that'll be a completion, good option for 43. And the clock keeps winding down. XHA getting ready to hike it. And just wait on this one. Taking his time with that peak lock. Rolls left. Has two rushers on him at this point. He's obviously not been used to that all game. Of course, he had that one rusher with the blocker. You go for that short option. He'll move back. Regardless, gets down for 9 yards. And we're now looking at the 150 mark. And XHS gonna once again take his time with the peak lock. Lets it roll down to about 9 seconds. And he can't run. Goes in between the DEs. They can't get him down. Goes for the corner. It's slightly overthrown. Finds that good option for that wide receiver in the left corner, but can't quite hit him. It's a little over. It's been a pretty common trend for both teams, which is slight overthrows. They can get those down, then this will be a very much more high-scoring game. Can they run? I guess he can run. Alright, I guess both teams can still run. It's just harder for him because they now have two rushers. And once again, just gonna let the peak lock run. Yeah, they are just letting this thing go down. They're gonna hike it with, I think, 2 seconds left. They let it get past a minute right here. Once again, gonna go for a run. He's down for 9. And we're getting into that point where we're beneath that 1 minute warning. These teams are gonna have to start using their timeouts. So we could potentially see overtime if we get some good defense from the Jets here. And I believe some sort of timeout was called. And I believe did it break? I don't believe the game broke, because looks like it's still working to me. And that's going to be a touchdown for the New England Patriots. That's it. And it's going to be a 41-35 ball game with 50 seconds remaining. Going for the PAT, and it is good. 7-point difference here with 50 seconds left for the Jets. Yeah, we got a few more viewers in this tight ball game. I mean, 50 seconds left. This is a 1-touchdown game. He's going to take that one for a 0-yard gain. Doesn't do much there other than waste a few seconds. And he going to relay his options here. He might be getting double rushed. I wouldn't be surprised. Even triple rushed, maybe. It's a double rush. The blocker misses his assignment. He's going to have to get rid of this ball. He does. Luckily for them, they get a completion for 11 yards. And these teams might have to start using their timeouts very soon. Now their team decides to call one here. The Jets better get going. Might be looking for a deep ball here. I would not be surprised. Yep, they go for the deep ball. It's picked off, and that's game. That is gonna be game. And I would not be surprised if the Jets started leaving here. I mean, that's a tough one to swallow. They're gonna stay because, I mean, they haven't won just yet, but this game is basically over as they get the last-minute interception. And they have to finish out the game. Get a delay of game here. And they finally pick it up. It's a 1st and 20. They go 2 blockers here. Has that short option. He's gonna go for it. And that should be it. Of course, the Jets are gonna call a timeout. With a sip, I believe the Patriots are going to call a timeout with 1 second remaining. And we're going to see what they do here in this last second. I would assume they're going to bomb it. The Jets would have to take this one back for a touchdown if they want to stay in the game, which is probably not going to happen, but regardless, the ball is up. And it's caught. They run up the score a little bit more. Oh, man. Obviously a great catch right there. And that is more than game. I do have somewhere to be, so I'm not sure I'm going to stay for the MVPs, but I will for this PAT. See if it connects, and then I'll get the stats. Get on out of here. It will connect. 49-35 your final score. Final score of the game. I will stick around for the MVPs. Then we'll quickly get these stats. Alright. Obviously, XHA, best DB with 2 interceptions, 11 tackles for Numbers Toxic, 5 for 5 on the day for Bluff. And XHA is going to be your MVP of this one. And we'll check out these stats. If you wanted these, there they are. Good job with both teams here. Yeah. Alright. That's going to be it for this game. Thank you for watching.